Jeopardy! Has launched its first-ever nationwide tour, and fans may want to be clued in on what's in store if they can score a tough ticket, that is. Here's everything to know about Inside Jeopardy! Live on tour, which the U.S. Sun attended during its kickoff last Friday in New York City. Jeopardy! Will tour the United States with its new Inside Jeopardy! Live event. No future dates have been announced yet, but the tour's debut at the Edge and Hudson Yards gave a full idea of what to expect. The inaugural live show was held on the vertigo-inducing 101st floor of the intimate venue, with 230 attendees surrounding the small stage. The 2-hour event began promptly at 6:30 p.m., with executive producer Michael Davies and producer Sarah Whitcomb-Foss as its MCs. The stage had seats for them and the guests plus a screen on each side. It opened with a video montage showing Alex Trebek through the years and ultra-rare photos of scripts from the first-ever episode from 1964. The producers joked that the freakishly high elevation fit the launch because they were trying to elevate Jeopardy! Insider announcements. The majority of the show was a live taping of the Inside Jeopardy! Podcast, and the showrunners made first-to-know announcements. They announced they're changing eligibility rules to allow Kids Week and Teen Tournament or College Jeopardy! Contestants to re-enter the contestant pool. E.P. Davies said he had a more aggressive proposal. He wants to bend the eligibility rules even further and let any past players, including huge champions, re-audition for the nightly show after 10 years. We'll see if I can get it past Sarah or our colleagues at Sony, he added, to which producer Foss clarified, not yet. The execs also announced their divisive selection of Amy Schneider as the last contestant for Masters. We have to acknowledge there were several worthy people. But one person stood above everybody else, Davies said. I've got to believe they can go on that stage in Masters and beat everybody, he added. Secondly, we're a TV program. We depend on ratings, he admitted, saying Amy's following was a factor. Amy placed bottom 3 in last year's Masters, knocking her out of this year's event. She also decisively lost to Victoria Gross in the recent JIT, which launched Victoria to Masters and, in many minds, meant Amy would be disqualified, sparking fan backlash. Matea and Matt talk Masters. Then, the event featured winning guest appearances from upcoming Masters contenders Matea Roach and Matt Amadio. They talk Jeopardy! Masters before they will for Season 2 in just a few weeks, premiering on May 1, 2024. The 6 current highest-ranked contestants will face off in primetime on ABC, Masters Season 1 champion James Holzhauer, returning contestants Matt, Matea, and Amy, and newcomers Yogesh Raut and Victoria Gross. Matea shared that last year's Masters players developed a great bond and they are excited to meet newcomers Victoria and Yogesh. Matea, who nearly beat James last year, vowed to get payback on the Canadian clues James snatched from them. Matt surprised the audience by revealing he's been prepping hard since last year's Masters. While I haven't learned everything I set out to achieve, I feel like a stronger competitor. Next, Celebrity Jeopardy! Finalist Katie Nolan came up and said Ken Jennings declined to speak to her backstage and preferred to sit alone in a corner. Ken takes the stage. Finally, host Ken, 49, was brought up as the last guest, and he scored a standing ovation. E.P. Davies said that Ken won the job of hosting, referencing mayim Bialik's firing, and added that he makes something so difficult look easy. Ken answered various fan questions, including the hardest part of hosting. I found Final Jeopardy very difficult at first, he said, and admitted that the endless tournaments this season were not our choice. He also said hosting Masters instead of competing is great because I can enjoy these high-pressure situations stress-free. Each stop on the tour is likely to have different show stars, and attendees did not know who would be featured in advance. Game glitch. The event concluded with, for the first time, a new interactive mobile game of Jeopardy! Hosted by none other than Ken. The game is multiple choice and attendees answered on their phones, except for Final Jeopardy, in which attendees could write in their response. However, only 1/3 of the participants could log on and compete. 230 attendees and only 80 of us got to play, one attendee wrote on Reddit. Producer Sarah was pretty upset about it, though, at the happy hour after. I have no doubt they'll fix it for future events. Great event though, and strongly encourage folks in other cities to attend. Another Redditor who attended confirmed, yes, was there and unable to connect. It was fun to watch, but I was bummed we couldn't participate because their program couldn't handle it. All in all a very fun time, though. More on the tour. Guests were also treated to a corner bar with Jeopardy! Themed potent potables and exclusive merch, plus the star contestants hung around after to meet everyone. Tickets cost $40 for general admission, $60 for premium, which included a chic tote bag, and $200 for VIP, which entailed an after-party with the contestants. However, fans may want their laptops ready when tickets go live because the New York City event sold out in minutes. In fact, tickets sold out before they were supposed to be released, which is another work-in-progress area. Jeopardy! Airs at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on ABC. Check your local listings.